She just doesn't want you to find and die for her. Show&tell, hi guys, I'm Judy, and today I'm going to be watching One Piece episodes 35 and 36. In the last episode, everyone gathered to basically bring Nami back, and then she was like pretending that, you know, she didn't want them. She told them to leave. She told them she didn't care if they killed them, but she really did care. That's why she wanted them to leave so much, but they refused, like Luffy refused. And so she left like really frustrated, and then her sister went out to talk to them and tell them her story basically, after Usopp came back and they realized that she didn't actually kill him and all that. So let's get into this episode, and I guess we'll see Nami's past. Check out my Patreon, or else Arlong will come into your village and subject everyone to his rule, to get ahead on my One Piece reactions as well as other show reactions. But if you don't mind and you're up to some Gyojin tyranny, then I guess just enjoy this reaction. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to support the original content, and let's get into it. But she knew there was a possibility he would find them and tell them the truth, and they would know that she didn't kill him, that she wasn't really as bad as she made herself out to be. Haha, from the future. Luffy? It just walks by. They didn't expect that. Or the very opposite of mysterious. You just, you know, he's the most straightforward you could ever find. Maybe it's a real treasure, but not the kind of treasure they think it is. Oh yeah. Na-chan? どうしたんだい? なんでもない。なんでもないの。 Okay, she does it on the regular.
なーに、うっさいわね。あら、おかえりなみ。ただいま。見ろ、これでもう何回目だ。ゲンさんだって万引きぐらいしたことがあるでしょ。お前がその調子だから。冗談よ。わかったわ。代金はゲンさんが払ってくれたんでしょ。ベルメール。今度払うわ。からだって。そういうことを言っとるんじゃな。あら、なんであんたは笑ってるわけ？今度やったらお尻100叩きの刑だからね。ナミはどうしね。私ならもっとうまく盗んでくるのに。だから盗むなっつうの。
I don't know what I think about this method of education. I mean child rearing. It's the same word in Hebrew. Sorry.
この島の地図だよね。こんな小さな子が描いたなんて誰も思わないよ。私今航海術も勉強中なんだ。私の航海術で世界中の海を旅するの。そして自分の目で見た世界地図を作るんだ。
Okay, that's her dream. To draw the whole world.
近頃ご飯食べてないね。みかん食べてるじゃない。 今ダイエット中なの。うちはお金がないからベルメールさんの分がないんでしょ。本当？自分は我慢してダイエット。あんたたちみかんの美容パワーをなめちゃいかんわよ。あんたは妹だから私のが行くだけなの。いいんだ。でも本当の妹じゃないじゃない。私たち血はつながってないもん。ナミ！
Why do you have to slap her for it? It's true. You just say okay, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I get that it hurts her personally, but still.
そんなバカなこと二度と口にしないで。何よ。ベルメールさんだって本当のお母さんじゃないじゃない。私たちなんて本当はいない方がいいでしょ。どうせ拾われるならもっとお金持ちの家がよかった。いいわよ、勝手にしなさい。そんなにこの家が嫌ならどこへでも出ていくといいわ。やめてよ、二人とも。
She's not taking it very well. You know, I don't know, as an adult who adopts children, I think you should expect it at some point. That we'll talk about this. And you need to show them that it really doesn't matter. Like, you can say this, but it doesn't matter.
So I agree with what I'm saying, but I really, really appreciate this depiction of, you know, Bellemere not being the perfect mother in any way. Like, she was obviously young when she adopted them, and she's struggling, and she's not doing her best. Not at all times anyway, but there's something very raw and authentic about that.
It's like a sore spot for her or something, for Bellemere, and she couldn't, like, handle it.
私たち3人は家族だよ。ナミだってきっとそう思ってる。さっきはつい。
Of course she didn't. You know, even if she meant it at that moment to cause pain.
私が大人げなかったね。
It really was.
ナミを連れ戻してきてくれる？とびっきり美味しい夕食作って待ってるから。
村の外れからここへ来るのが家出か。手軽でいいな。ほら、冷めないうちに。
So he was like a father figure a little bit?
ベルメールさんは私たちがいない方が幸せなのよ。
なぜそう思う？
子供が2人もいればお金もかかるし。
I mean, she chose to adopt you, you know?
何の罪もない人々を殺戮する海賊が許せない。そう言って村を飛び出して生きよった。
And then she came back with them?
いいか。
She's 2 years older than her and she carries her around?
人の気も知らないで。
Maybe like 1 and 3 or something. Okay, so they kind of saved her too at the same time. But she saved them.
一体どうしたんじゃ。この子たちは一体。
ドクター、ひどい熱なの。嵐にやられて衰弱しきってる。
何？ああ、わかった。
Like she just went with them in the storm?
その子たちを助けて。お願いだから。
Like right away from the battlefield?
お前のような悪ガキは子供なんて育てられるか。悪いこと言わんから政府の施設に預けなさいよ。
もう決めたの。私だってもう大人よ。こんな時代にも負けないような立派な人間に育ててみせる。私はこの子たちと生きていく。ナミとノジコは私に命をくれたの。
How old was she at the point?
うちには本当の親子よりも深い絆があるんだ。
あの一家3人が幸せになるのを見届けなくちゃ気が済まねえよ。なあ。
I mean, I'm guessing they don't let them like help financially, although, you know, it's pretty irresponsible. I mean, I don't know. Like, you don't have money to feed yourself and you have children that depend on you.
ここは危険だ。裏の林へ隠れろ。
でも
Oh, did they never get to actually like get home and actually talk after, you know, Nami ran away? That was what I was afraid of.
てめえらは今日この記念すべき日に自分の命を俺から買うんだ。大人1匹10万ベリー、ガキ1匹5万ベリー。払えねえやつは殺す。
そんなお金払えないよ。でもうちは見つからないかもしれない。村からは見えないから。
10万、俺たち生きていけねえよ。
今は耐えろ。幸いまだ村に一人も犠牲者はいない。金で事足りるならば安いと見るべきか。このまませめてベルメールの家に気づかず帰ってくれるといいのだが。よし、引き上げるぜ。同胞よ。
アーロンさん、村の初めから剣ぶりだ。
She was making fun, she didn't know.
見落とすとこだった。
くそー。
こりゃ家計に大打撃ね。まあ奮発してやるか。ベルメールさんが殺されちゃう。
Oh no, okay. Okay, so we saw the past. I mean, it's sweet, but I do feel like, okay, you want to take care of these children. Like, she just found them, and she was pretty young, you know, at the time, and I guess she didn't have, like, a steady income. And then she's making her income off these tangerines, and it's not enough. I mean, she's the one who's, like, she's the one who's suffering for it. Like, she's the one who doesn't eat. But it's still, like, you know, pretty horrible to, like, the children are not stupid, they get it, you know, that she doesn't eat because of them. And of course she chose that, like, I'm sure she didn't really, you know, think about how hard it would be or something, you know, to make this work. But to take on 2 children at once when you're pretty young and you don't have, like, I don't know, an inheritance to bank on or anything. She didn't want to let them go. She found them, you know, at the moment when she thought she was gonna die, and they gave her life, so she wanted to do the same to them. Like, she didn't want to let them go. I get it, and it is beautiful, but at the same time, like, I wonder, like, responsibly, would it be better to have sent them to an institution? It sounds pretty bad. Like, a lot of times you hear horror stories about institutions and orphanages and such, you know, and seeing these children and just letting them go and stuff is hard for sure. So, like, I don't know. And, like, I'm not sure if, like, the village people can at all help her financially, and like, I get the feeling she probably doesn't accept it. Like, we didn't really touch on that though. Like, I mean, first of all, they have themselves to, you know, to have to support, you know, so they can't just, like, give her money. Even though, like, he paid, like, Gen-san paid for the book that Nami stole. They did help her. It does seem like they helped her as much as they could. I wonder if they could, like, hypothetically, all of them could maybe, like, raise the money that they needed somehow together for, you know, Nami and Nojiko and her and Bellemere. Of course, not in such short notice. And also, like, I wonder if Arlong, like, would accept that from someone else. Like, I mean, it seems plausible, but then again, maybe it's too much, even divided by everyone, and again at such short notice. So yeah, that was what I was afraid of, that when Nami ran off, I was like, oh shit, like, is something going to happen so that, you know, this would be like the last thing she told her or something like that. Obviously Bellemere, like, I feel she comes across as, like, really young to be, like, a parent like this, so she, like, it makes sense that she would react this way. I mean, I guess it would make sense for a lot of people to react this way. Like, if you feel it's a sore spot, you don't have enough money, and, you know, you're raising children that are not yours biologically, so they can, you know, say stuff like, oh, we don't really, you know, we're not a real family or something. But you do have to understand that children sometimes say things because they're, you know, they're checking for boundaries, and they want to know, like, it's real, it's true what Nami said, but it doesn't, like, what's important is not, like, what you have to kind of convey is that it's not important, like biological blood or, you know, or a relation of any other kind. as like a family that raised you, you know? And yeah, and Nami probably didn't mean it. Like I guess in a way, like children also like kind of are testing you to see if it like really enrages you that they say you're not my real mother, you know? Then you might feel like, oh, she gets mad, she doesn't really love me, or something. Like they check to see that, you know, what are the like limits of this family. But anyway, yeah, they did understand it. Like in the heat of the moment, she reacted kind of, like she said, kind of childishly, but they were going to make up. Except, God, it's kind of like frustrating to think that, you know, she was making like this food for the splurging on food for them to make up on, you know, kind of, you know, to show them how much she cares and stuff, and that is what gave them away to Arlong and stuff. So it's kind of ironic and frustrating for sure. Okay, let's get into the next episode, and I guess we'll see how Bellemere falls. Sadly, but we already know, you know, the results. Probably see it unfold though. Okay. Does it sound like them knocking? She knows something's up. Well, she was a Marine. Whoa. You can't really face them. Again? Oh, it's someone else.
Nojiko, Nami.
つまらん正義感で命を無駄にするな。意義のない戦いもある。金で解決できる問題もある。
Does she have the money though?
合わせて20万だ。今全財産いくらある？
そくり足しても10万ちょっと。
おい、3人分の食事が用意してあるぜ。ほほう、3人家族。
今日は私と友人の2人が夕食に招待されていたんだったな。さあベルメール、さっさと1人分払ってしまいなさい。
確かに村の名簿には結婚も出産も記録されていねえ。こいつは独り身だ。
わかるな。ベルメールとお前たちには親子である証拠がない。
I was wondering if you had to like record it somewhere. So they have to leave.
私やだ。どうして出ていかなきゃいけないの？勝手にやってきたのはあいつらの方だよ。私、この村に住んでたよ。貧乏だから。もうベルメールさんのこと言っちゃダメなの？
Oh, poor Nami.
行くよ。それでベルメールさんが助かるんだから。
That's horrible.
待ちな。誰が私の分だって言った？その10万は2人の娘の分。私のは足りないよ。私、家族がいないなんて言えないや。たとえ命を落としても。そりゃ確かに血のつながりはないけどさ。家族なんだ。口先だけでも親になりたいじゃない。あいつらは私の子でしょ。
お前たち！
母親らしいこと何もしてあげられなかった。そんなことない。何もいらないから死なないで。あんたは夢を叶えるんだよ。生きてね。
てめえの娘たちだ。
こ この子たちには手を出さないって約束して。
もちろんだ。てめえがおとなしく死ねばな。
The whole village is coming.
ちょうどいい。最初の見せしめだ。
He's going to kill her right in front of them.
ノジコ、ナミ。大好き。誰にも負けるな。女の子だって強くなくちゃいけない。いつでも笑ってられる強さを忘れないで。
俺の支配下で金のねえやつは死ぬんだよ。分かったか、加藤種族ども。海図？
Her
私が書いた大事なものよ。返して。
お前が書いた。
Oh, and that's why he recruited her.
これは見事なもんだ。貴重な人材だ。連れてこい。
Recruited her, kidnapped her.
子供たちに手を出すな。黒帯。
It's not fair.
今助けるぞナミ。ここは父さん。
もういいよ。やっぱりいいよ。助けなくていいから。
ひどいぜ。
今助け。
すべて沈められておったよ。あの時ノジコとナミを海へ逃がせると思っておったわしらの考えは
甘かったな。
Yeah. Like, I kept thinking, like, maybe they could have, like, gone for a while and then come back or something. Like, made enough money to pay for them.
もはや誰一人逃げられぬ運命だと。
私、これからどうしたらいいの？メルメールさん。
Like, she remained all on her own.
決断の時じゃ。今戦い意地に死ぬか、それともいつ殺されるやもしれん支配を受けながらも政府の助けに望みをかけるか。二つに一つ。
奴らにかなうのは
私は波を放っておけん。
Yeah, if you die, you'll fight, but if you
俺も
die...
だ。子供一人見捨てて自分だけ生きようとは思えねえ。俺たちはみんな家族なんだ。
生き抜けば必ず楽しいことが。
Yeah, she told him to survive. I mean, we know that's what they chose at the end.
ナミ、なんじゃ、無事だったのか。
ナミ大丈夫。私アーロン一味に入る。アーロン一味に入って測量士になって海図書くの。
Well, they really believe her that she wasn't cursed.
あいつらに何かひどいことでもされたのか。そうだろ。
She just doesn't want you to fight and die for her.
言いなさい。ナミ、
Why they would all believe that she actually did this out of her own free will. I mean, she kind of did, but not really to protect them. Why would they believe it?
見てよこれ。こんなにお金もらっちゃった。
Even if they do believe it, they know she's a child.
好きなもんなんだって買ってくれるって。
Could you really blame her for it, like, all the way?
海賊の一味になるなんて絶対許さない。正しく生きてベルメールさんみたいに殺されんから。私正しくなんて生きたくない。
I mean, even if this is true, like, I don't know, how can you just blame her like this?
のために殺されたんだよ。それは。
もういいの事故。
She wants to live.
ナミ、もう二度とこの村に足を踏み入れるな。
Oh, come on. She just wants to survive, and she wants you to survive. So when did she tell her the truth? She's a child, you...
あいつにとってベルメールは親じゃなかったというのか。
Come on, you're adults, you're supposed to know better than this. They're all gonna blame a child for this. After everything that happened.
ベルメールさん言ってたよね。生き抜けば必ず楽しいことが起こるって。たくさん起こるって。うん、きっ ともうこの島に政府の助けは来ない。私分かった。自分で何とかしなきゃ。
That child like thinks more clearly than anyone else.
村を買えば自由になれる。もう誰も死ななくても済む。その代わり一味に入って海図をかけて。みんなは貢ぎ金を払うので精一杯だし、一人でやるしかない。誰かに助けを求めたらまた人が傷つくから。
Like she realizes this and nobody else does. So stupid. Like they knew that they would die fighting probably.
平気。あいつの顔見たって私笑っててやる。もう泣かないって決めた。一人で戦うって決めたの。
愛しきナミさんを苦しめる奴はこの俺が。なんでお姉様。
だからそれをやめろと言いに来たんだよ。
Yeah, cause yeah.
あんたたちが仲間だって騒いだら、ナミは海賊たちに疑われ、この8年の戦いが無駄になるじゃないの。
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I didn't think they would just. I mean, I was wondering if they would just leave, but yeah, it would have been too careless, I guess.
海賊相手に泥棒？そうよ。この時代の海賊の多さを逆手に取ってやるの。でもこれ見て、100万ベリー。そんなことより早く傷の手当てを。平気？怪我なんて平気？ここなら誰にも見つからない。
Yeah, okay, it's the money that is buried here. It's all the treasure. And she's been collected.
1億ベリー。長かったけど。
Like, it's such an immense amount when you, like, just start out as this really young little brat.
ここやし村のみんなも、私も、アーロンから解放されるんだ。そしたら。
But to think that it could be happening in other villages. Like, I understand that she can think of that. But, like, Arlong is still gonna do whatever he wants, basically. Even if he does let her go free with the village. Yeah, that guy.
海軍がナミに何の用で？
君は黙ってあん。
That's why he has all these scars.
なんであのおっさん、頭に風車さしてんだ？イカス。
I'm sure it's Arlong doing something, planning something, plotting something.
調べによると、海賊相手に盗んだ宝をこのみかん畑に隠しているそうだな。
Arlong told them, so they're going to take it.
お前が盗んだ金品はたった今すべて我々政府が預かり受ける。さあ、
That's how Arlong
すべて差し出せ。
got away from, like,
没収だ。
intends to get away with it. Oh, that was sad. Like, it was what I expected though, because we knew, like, their parents or mother died. But the whole thing about, you know, about the fact that she was, like, supposedly paying for herself and they thought they had to escape. Yeah, I thought, like, when that happened, I was thinking, like, okay, so they could, like, go by sea for a while and then they could collect enough money to pay for them or something and they could return. I mean, maybe Arlong wouldn't really buy it that they just sprang out of nowhere, but she could say she just adopted them then and there. Fine, but of course they couldn't really travel by sea at that point and she knew it, so she sacrificed herself for them to show them how much she cared and that she, you know, was willing to give up her life for them. I don't know, I just, like, felt like, well, okay, I don't know if, like, Arlong would have bought it. Like, if the villagers had said, we're all going to, you know, collect enough money together to pay for, like, the rest of the 100 that was missing, like 100,000 berries or something, like, would you have let them do it? I don't know if they had enough for this, but I feel like maybe it could have been possible if all the villagers had gathered together. So she had to die, like, right in front of them, you know, like as a symbol for everyone to be, yeah, to know that he meant business. What was really heartbreaking was the fact that, you know, that Nami, like, came back there and told them, you know, I mean, I don't know if she actually intended for them to not understand what she was doing. I mean, I guess, like, she was, like, saying, oh, I joined the pirates, I'm going to get, you know, money for, you know, doing my dream, like, making my dream come true. I'm going to draw charts and maps and stuff. I'm going to get money for it. And, like, I won't have to die like Bellemere did. But it really hurt that all the villagers just turned their back on her so fast. You know, even if she does mean everything she said. Like, I don't know, I feel like she's just a child. I mean, 10 years old, okay. Like, the thing is that I didn't really know their ages at that point. Okay, 10 years old. But, like, would you really, like, they couldn't even think for a moment why, you know, why fighting wasn't the right solution. Why, if they all died, it would be horrible for them. Like, they wouldn't get anything out of it. Like if Arlong could really face all of them, probably couldn't. They probably kind of knew it. Like, they saw how he totally, you know, crunched that gun. You know, things, like, normal things wouldn't work. Like, I think they said that they were willing to die just to fight to rescue Nami. But, like, they don't even think for a minute what it would do to Nami if, like, all of them died for her. And, like, it wouldn't even, like, they can't even guarantee that they would be able to save her. Like, what if they all died in vain? Then what? And she would still be, you know, she would still be there, his prisoner, and knowing that everyone died for her. It's horrible. Like, they couldn't think for a moment that it wasn't the right idea. It wasn't, you know, that it wasn't right, and it wasn't, I mean, I understand that also saying to yourself, oh, okay, we'll just wait for someone to save us. We'll just wait. Like, it's very, it feels like you're doing nothing. It feels like really frustrating. They couldn't stand the idea that Nami would be, like, suffering, you know, under Arlong and whatever. Like, I understand that. But, like, okay, so they thought that they would go in and fight for her. But then she came back to them and was saying, like, okay, I'm working for Arlong. So you see that she's not suffering as much as you thought she did. Even if what she's saying is true, and even if it's not, you know? Even if she really means it. Like, she's just a child, she doesn't want to die. You know, like, I understand you thinking, wow, that's really ungrateful. Did she not care for Bellemere at all? Did she not see, like, okay, maybe you think that in the back of your mind or something, but, you know, but I just, like, not even a part of you thinks that, oh, okay. I mean, Nojiko immediately realized, like, not immediately, because she kind of fought her and was, like, shocked at first, but she knew that she loved Bellemere, and I guess the rest don't know her as well, so they couldn't figure it out. But they would just turn her like a child, like, with such hatred. Like, if she was a little older, I would maybe get it, but, like, at 10 years old, when she's just watched her mother, you know, killed mercilessly in front of her, and she was taken by these horrible people, like when Gen asked her, did you do something to you? Tell us, like, what, like, are they forcing you to say this? Like, yes, of course they're forcing her, forcing her, but not in that, oh, like, directly forcing her, but forcing her just by being, you know, scary and horrible and having control over everything. So of course she's being cursed in some way, not directly, but, like, she thinks she has to do it. And again, even if she, I don't know, she really believes this is her way of getting what she wants, you know, fulfilling her dream or something and living. Like, okay, yeah, I like, it's pretty horrible to think that she could do it, but she's still a child. And she went through, like, very traumatic events. So, like, I don't know. I was just like, it just felt like too fast that the villagers would just be like, you know, like, just 2 seconds ago you were going to fight for her. You knew her, and you know, you saw her heart, you know, when she talked to Gen, and he told her, like, about the bond that she had with Bellemere and stuff from when she was born. Like, she told you, like, her doubts and her fears and stuff. Like, you could just believe that she would turn on everything so fast. And, like, not even give her the chance, not even try to talk to her, not even give her the chance to, you know, to redeem herself or something, you know. Like, I can understand feeling betrayed, feeling sorry and sad that this would turn out this way, but not giving up on the child completely at 10 years old, you know? So, yeah, that part I really couldn't understand. Like, I understand, but it was, like, too fast. It was too fast, and it was too, like, you know, abrupt. Like, she just came back there to tell you, and none of them could even think about trying to like, rationalize it in some way. Like right away, they were like, never come back here. You're a disgrace. You're like, I mean, yikes. That was horrible. She's been working her ass off, trying to get all that money, all that treasure, just to buy her village's freedom. And, you know, having it like be so close. So you think, like, of course you don't want anyone to meddle. Even if they're your friends and they mean well, but you don't want them to stand in the way. She just wanted them to be gone and not, you know, get everyone into trouble because she didn't think they could really do anything. And she was like working her way out of this her own way. The thing is that now, of course, it's not going to pan out because Arlong is a douchebag, as we all knew at heart. You know, as reasonable as he supposedly is. Like, he's not going to you know, back off on the deal. He's just going to take away, like, make sure that your money is gone, so you keep on working for him. And now, yeah, we'll have to deal with Arlong like we know how to, by punching him in the face. And that will be good because, you know, obviously Nami can't think about everyone that's being ruled by Arlong and suffering the same fate, more or less, you know, as her village. Like, she had to just care about her village, so that was what she was working toward. Like, that was her goal. But, like, to think that Arlong, he was saying, like, oh, like, I killed this village, I have another village, like, it doesn't matter to me. You know, I'm going to just continue ruling everything, you know? Just saving her village would have, you know, like, and they're also pretty close to Arlong, like, they would have been surrounded by Arlong's villages all around, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Or, well, I guess there aren't that many villages there, but, you know, knowing that he continues doing his own thing and continuing his cruel way of life and just not giving a damn. And, you know, they would be free, but, yeah. Like, I understand Nami not caring about this at this point, but, like, it's better if we take Arlong down and actually, you know, stop him from continuing his terrorizing ways. Anyway, so that was, like, an interesting and touching backstory for Nami. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Special thanks to my top Patreons, Redding Tier, Andy Plays All Night, Stone Tree, Tyranor, and Michael Gabriel. And to the rest of my amazing Patreons, without whose support I would never be able to do any of this. Thank you so much.